Introducing the Paddy Power World Darts Championships.
Callan, many congratulations. Another magnificent display. You must be a happy man right now.
Yeah, of course I am. I mean, you know, last 16 of the World Championship. Of course I'm happy. I'm over the moon.
Averaging almost 116 midway through the game. Were you aware of just how good that was?
Yes, I looked at the screen, and that's when I went, oh no. But yeah, it's like I've said, look, I'm more than happy to win the game 4-0, but it's like I'd average 100 and, what was it, 105 in the end?
Yeah.
I'd average 71. If I win on the stage, I don't care.
And to beat a player of Dimitri's calibre in such convincing fashion must give you so much belief going forward now.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you know, I knew Dimi was going to try and slow the game down, you know. Not obviously he tries to keep himself focused and, you know, but I knew it was coming, but I didn't let him have the breathing space to settle down properly. It's like I've said in a couple of interviews. He hit the 180 in the first leg, I replied with the 180, and that settled me straight down. So, yeah, I'm really grateful to be through.
And 107 average in the opening game, 105 there. You're yet to drop a set en route to the last 16. Are you one of the main contenders for the title right now? Absolutely
not. So I've not won anything compared to some of them that's still left in. I've won 3 Pro Tours, 2 development tours, and 2. You can't compare me to Van Gerwen, Dobie, as much as that hurts to say, but you know, listen, I love Dobie, I love Ryan Joyce. You know, the 2 lads that I've grown up playing darts with. And listen, if I meet Dobie in the semis, because I know it can happen, or Joyce in the final, it'll be fantastic for Newcastle. And you know, but we've got a lot of just one game at a time at the minute.
And it's going to be either Robert Owen or Ricky Evans for a place in the quarterfinals. What do you think is going to be the key to maintaining your current level of performance?
I'll probably, you know, chill out tonight, go for some food, and then tomorrow morning I'll probably wake up, have breakfast, go on the practice board for an hour, then chill out. But listen, Rob and Ricky are both 2 capable players. They're still in the tournament, so I can't look past them. I've got to be focused from dart 1 like I was today, and you know, just get up them early. Thank you.
Callan, congratulations. Just listening to what you said on the stage as well. You're obviously someone that looks at the draw. When the draw was first done, I'm guessing this isn't the route that you thought you'd have to take, or the players that you'd have to face.
No, definitely not. I mean, but you can't underestimate anyone. You know, any of the 1-2-8 tour card players can beat anyone. I've had that first time. Anyone on the floor can beat anyone. On the stage is different, but this year on the stage, or even you can count last year, probably the last 18 months, I've been shopping on telly events, European tours. I've not done much. I've made 1 semi-final, but yeah, I'm really happy, you know, how this tournament went. And it's like I've said to a few people, if you're going to call us a one-hit wonder, if I ever win a major, this is the one I want to be known as a one-hit wonder for.
When Dimitri won his last round, his tongue-in-cheek was like, where have you been? Have you just let him know where you've been and what you've been up to?
Yeah, he said it was unstable, wasn't it? Yeah, I didn't get what that was, unstable from 107 to 91. I didn't. That's the way I seen it. But you know, if that's the case, on the floor he can average 110 to 85 because we've seen it on the floor. But I didn't get it. But I think that was the fire in the belly I probably needed.
Well, yeah, you touched on it there. I'll say, did it motivate you when you heard that?
I didn't watch the interview. I'm not really one to watch, but it was my friend, one of my best friends. He said Dimitri's interview. I went, no. He told you unstable. I went, he's not wrong, but you know, but I think that was the fire in the belly that I needed. Yeah. Thank you, Phil. Cheers.
Callan, well done on the win today. I think this tournament is some of the best performances we've seen for you in a little while. I mean, can you put your finger on why it's really clicked in the last couple of weeks for yourself?
Family life and life back home is good. I've said that if I had a clear mind coming away playing darts, whether it's here, you know, Germany, anywhere, if my head's in the right spot, I know I can do damage, and the last 3 games I have done damage, so just hope for the good news to keep coming back from home, and you know, I'll stay a happy man.
When you look at the player that made the quarterfinals here a number of years ago, in yourself, how much do you think you've changed as a player there, and what will you learn from last time's run?
Well, obviously I'm not in the quarters, so I can't really say much on that. I've got to win 1 more game, but if I do make the quarters again, it'll be a chance of redemption, I would say, because I think I should have won that quarter-final game. And you know, I've said to a few people, I'm not saying I would have won the event. You know, I would have played Gary, then Michael Smith, 2 very good players. But if I did win, I would have fancied myself for the final because I was playing some good stuff. didn't happen, and then I had a poor 2 year. But this event, I think I've shown as well I can grind out results like I did in Schindler. You know, Schindler missed doubles, I missed more doubles, but I still won, and that was my main factor of, you know, especially the first time beating Martin. I've openly said him and Danny Knoppett's my body players, so Danny left and that's it.
You mentioned it earlier about how strong it is up in the northeast at the moment. Ryan Joy seems to have a new lease of life. Chris Dobie's playing well, yourself into the last 16, and there's a lot of young players that are really pushing the boundaries up there as well. How much would it do to have a player through to the semis final or possibly win this event up in the northeast?
Oh, it'd be great. Like I say, you've got young Dan Stevenson and young Ryan Branley, two very, very capable players. You know, I play Super League with Dan, and we'll play against Ryan. I play on a Friday with Ryan. They're two great players, and you know, hopefully one day they can join one on that stage and, you know, get this far. Thank you, pal.
Well done, Callan. Is there something in the air in Newcastle at the moment? The football team are flying. You've got players are flying here. Has Eddie Howe been on the phone to you or something?
No, I wish, but no. Listen, I don't know what it is. I mean, I think Newcastle's had, it's like I've said on the stage, Newcastle's had the rub of the green. You know, in some games they've nicked it, and that's what I've done with Schindler. I nicked it, and then I've played well, like Newcastle do in some games. So, listen, I'll take it. You know, hopefully we can do the same to Man United. So, yeah.
I was going to say Man United tomorrow.
Yeah, some of my friends support Man United as well. I don't know why they live in Bedlington and support Man U. You know, it's daft, but hopefully we do get the job done. Listen, win or lose tomorrow for me. If Newcastle wins, they're going to get some stick off me. But yeah, thank you, mate.
Well done, Callan, on that unbelievable performance. You mentioned that when you made the quarterfinals here, you then had a bad 2 years after that. So how do you make sure that after this great run, that you can really kick on for the next year and the year after?
It's like I say, happy life back home. Like if that stays happy, I'll be happy. And you know, I'm not one to shy away from your emotions. If anything does happen, I do tend to go on social media, which is something I probably shouldn't do. But you know, I think it's one of them. I've said to a few people, if you get bad news, it's just constant bad news. There's never any good news. You know, but hopefully for the next couple of, well, even next year, it's just all positive and I can kick on.
Did you believe before this tournament that you could go on this run that you have done? Was the confidence there in your game?
No, definitely not. I mean, I've been shopping. I can openly admit, I think all you media people, you know I've been shopping. I mean, I had a 94, I think, against Dirt at Minehead, but I had one dart to double and I had it or two. So that doesn't give you the clear reference of the game. On the floor, I've been quite steady this year, and that's what some people don't get of how steady I have been. I finished 10th on the Pro Tour to qualify for this. And, you know, that's not an easy feat at all. So, I mean, to be fair, I can not really say my stage game has been shocking. TV events have been shocking, but I said in my first interview, if it's going to come right here.
I think from what we've seen so far this tournament, whoever you face next, you'll be the favourite. Does that add a different sort of pressure knowing that you're going to be the favourite in a match to reach the quarter-final of the World Championship?
No, definitely not, because I was favourite 3 years ago against Alan Suter. But listen, I liked Suter. I was favourite in my first game, and I've been the underdog the last 2 games, so I know both sides of it. And yeah, I've not dropped the set, but like against Schindler, I grinded out a win, so I know I can do that, and that's confidence to take in itself. I know I can play well, but grinding out a win's a lot more better for the mind, instead of, you know, it's either 105 or nothing.
Brilliant, well done, Callan. Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Callan, congrats.
Thank you.
You averaged around 110 over the first 3 sets. How was the feeling? Can you describe it? Was it like a rush, like in a tunnel? How would you describe it?
No, it was just, it's like I said, being happy back home. Being happy back home, and listen, if I get beat, I get beat by the better man. And I said that in previous interviews before I played Dimitri. I knew what he was going to do. I knew he was going to try and not slow us down, but compose himself. but I knew it was coming, so I was ready for every little thing that was coming. So, but like I said, I settled down after I replied with the 180 in the first leg, and you know, it shows that I can do it. I know some people write us off, and you know, media write us off, but I know when my DM's there, I can match it with anyone. Thank you.
Just a quick one. You say there about being written off. Obviously, Joe Cullen wasn't happy, and he got written off.
I'm what now?
How does that make you as a player feel? Do you think, because before you said you felt you have been shocking, so do you kind of understand where it comes from when people pick other players to win?
No, of course I do. These last 18 months, I have been shocking. Nobody admitted it. You know, I won a Pro Tour. That's fair enough. I had 7 lucky games. You know, I could have lost every game. You know, I'm one of them. I wear my heart on my sleeve. So you know every emotion, you know everything just by my reactions. And I said, if anything's going to click, this is the event to click at. And you touch wood, it's clicking at the minute.
Yeah, and just one last one. You said when you saw the average on the screen, if you hadn't have seen it, do you reckon you would have broken the record?
Find out next time. I don't know. No, I don't know. I knew I was playing well. You know, I was settled. And it's like, stupid me, I've looked at the screen again. I done it in the first game, but you know, I need to get that out of my head. But you know, if you have a good first set, you tend to. But yeah, 2 good sets, and I did look, and I went, oh no, I've looked again. It was my own fault, but listen, I'm happy to get through.
Brilliant. Congratulations.
Thank you, pal. Thank you.
Introducing the Paddy Power World Darts Championships.